Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds Penny. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
the play fake. Here's Wilson. Steps away. Shrugs him off. And the tight end Dixon left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. That'll be caught by the rookie. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Baldwin's first catch going to be good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. So that'll back him up 5. The Seahawks were the most penalized team in the NFL last year, more than 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They're pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson on the move to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On second down, Elliott. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, man, it's complete. Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Prescott off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Right back to him on first down. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott now. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the, this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The give is to Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well. For us, and sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flushed out right. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's Prescott. It's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally different.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. He's at the 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 66 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. David Irving getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll try to throw now. Prescott being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
46.
Third and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former first-rounder, Barkevious Mingo. And that'll bring up fourth down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He hits Baldwin right side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing is Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Awesome.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Here's Elliott, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week, and